Hello, hello. Now that I've done the official classic campaigns, I thought I might move into the official extra content, and then maybe the premium content, and maybe community content after that, if, I don't know, I guess if I feel like it. So, figured I'd go ahead and start with Kingmaker. It was the first one that came out. It's a level 1 module. It's, 5 to 8 hours of gameplay, so seems like a good testing the waters kind of thing to me. So what are we getting into here? In a party with a cowardly were-rat, a scarred nymph, an exiled rakshasa, and a quick-tempered Azer, you seem to be the only normal one, but are you? Explore the world of Kingmaker again and again in this highly replayable adventure through alternate plot paths and non-linear storytelling. I'm only going to record one playthrough unless there's actually a demand for more than that. But I'm just planning to do one playthrough recorded. Designed by Dan Whiteside and Corey May, developed by BioWare Corporation. It's one of the official campaigns. Starting level of 1, and if you import a character, they'll be set to 1. Embark on a journey to face your nemesis outside the embattled ramparts of the Keep of Cyan. It is a journey that will test your loyalties and cause you to question the very bounds of life and death. Evil lurks in the war-torn keep, and it's up to you to unearth it. To learn the truth, you must win the throne. Features interactive henchmen with distinct personalities, situational interjections, and the possibility of romance. Written and developed exclusively by BioWare writers and designers. Over 500 lines of new professional voice acting. New music commissioned from community member David John, 5 to 8 hours of gameplay, developed for a single player experience. So let's just jump right in, why don't we? Now, I did create a character that I kind of want to use for these. Yes. This is the one, because this is after I rearranged his inventory and whatnot. So, a chaotic good elven rogue. The character plan for this guy that I'll be using for all of these additional content is going to be a rogue and mage with some levels of Shadow Dancer. So, really not too much choices. I mean, he's level 1. I do like having a little bit of strength and not a penalty in wisdom. And this is basically what I leave myself with for starting stats. So let's go ahead and play. Your warrior friend, the flaming Azer Calabast, turns to you. He breathes heavily from all the running and fighting in the last few hours. He eyes the rest of the group, trying to gauge their condition. Trip, your were-rat companion, sniffs the air and licks the blood from a superficial cut on his arm. He does not seem as winded as the others, but his craven ways have kept him from most of the fighting. Jaboli, a Rakshasa wizard, mumbles to himself, obviously trying to recall some of the spells she has already used. It is doubtful she has many more left. Interjection, that's a little interesting because Rakshasa, at least the ones that I'm used to, are naturally like 8th level sorcerer casters to start with, so if they're gonna gain levels it would usually be in sorcerers, so the fact that this one is a wizard is kinda funny and might be the reason that she's been exiled. Kaidala's chest heaves as she tries to catch her breath. Her hand absently rubs against the horrible scarring on her face, which she has carried since before you ever met her. What do you think, everyone? I don't know what's going on here yet. What do you think, everyone?
The enemy lies just ahead. We have to intervene before they seize the keep.
No! No! We flee! Let them have the keep! We're too late!
You've led us this far, Trip, only to turn tail on us now?
It's the woods. They twist and turn, Jaboli. Trip hoped we'd get through in time, but it's too late. Come, Trip will lead us back to safety.
No one's going back, Trip, especially not you. We're late, but we're not too late. Now, did anyone spy a glimpse of their leader?
No. They've led us on a merry chase north, but always stayed a step ahead.
Trips gained us some time through the woods, but not enough. They'll set fire to the keep.
Stupid! Trip said we could not fight the big masked man. Not strong enough are we, so now we shall die. We run, we hide, and maybe we live.
I'll not flee from this or any other foe. We are not cowards. We march for the keep's gates, and we make our stand against them there. What do you say?
Let's hear from Kaidalo. What do you think?
If this is our destiny, I would hate to have it said that we did not face it bravely. I will face this storm and weather it or die.
Then the majority says that we stand and fight. That has always been enough for us. We face them together, and with honor.
We welcome you, Mistress Death.
This will be your final opportunity. Surrender, Cyan. I leave you no other choice. The keep shall be ours!
Okay, what do we got going on here? Is it just us versus a whole bunch of orcs and goblins? Well, I got a whole ass party here too.
You will regret that. I'll have your head on a stake if you just stand still for a bleeding moment. You may as well give up right now. You may as well give up right now.
Blood!
How many hit points? 70 hit points?
You may as well give up right now.
I'm somehow level 10? Okay.
My teeth are snapped. Blood!
You may as well give up right now. You may as well give up right now.
Me will kill
You may as well give up right now.
The masked man seems to sense your presence amidst all the chaos of battle. He turns to you, his eyes glinting like dark pools of liquid from behind his visor.
Too late. Too late. The keep shall be mine and the destiny that comes with it. History will remember you as nothing but another corpse upon the battlefield.
Unmask yourself, coward.
No, we not want to see. We not want to know.
And give you the dignity of seeing your better's face? Never! I am better than you. Better than all your kind.
How do you know my name?
Enough of this talk and trickery. Drive a blade into his gullet and let's be done with it.
I know all about you. I know about all of you. I know you better than you know yourselves. Every thought, every doubt, every fear. And I know that today is the day you are meant to die.
What's so important about this keep?
Do not burn it. Please. Anything but flames.
Right now, this keep is nothing. But under me, it shall become the seat of a new empire. Destiny has called me here, just as it called you to follow in my wake, and now grovel here before me.
Lay down your arms and surrender.
Yes, you heard us correctly. Surrender or face your death.
Guess there's only one option left.
On the contrary, it is you who dies today.
Time stop? That can't be good.
Yenna! Thank the gods you've arrived.
Stand back. I'll shield who I can.
Now, Yenna, now!
Wake up. Don't be such a nuisance. It's time you wake up. So, you do live. Good. I was starting to worry there.
You try to find the source of the mysterious voice. It seems to be echoing from the glowing lights. Who are you? I'm sure that seems like it must be important, but trust me, right now it is not. We are on a rather short time frame here, and we must get you into that keep, preferably with a little fanfare. Of course, first thing we're gonna have to do something about the state of your companions, and you will need a weapon, but that's my job. I also imagine that the fog of death has clouded your memory a bit, but don't waste my time with petty, unimportant questions. What do you absolutely need to know? Yeah, I want to know what's going on. You were pursuing your enemy, the Masked Man, and caught up to him as he lay siege to the Keep of Cyan. You died in the chaos, but luckily I resurrected you. I'm afraid you lost a bit of life energy when I did it. Thanks to you, the Masked Man's forces have been scattered, at least for now, but we need to get you into the keep where you'll be safe. That's about the best summary I can give you. Why me? Which part of petty, unimportant questions didn't you understand? I'm here to give you the power and instruction you need to become someone important. And if that's not enough motivation for you, you'll probably get rich in the process. Being a roguish lad, I suspect that ought to spark your attention. But people's lives are at stake now, so you need to make some decisions. You said something about a weapon? My master told me to come to you, bring you back to life, make myself useful to you. So that's what I did and what I'm doing. I'm going to transform myself into a weapon for you. What do you mean, transform? I cannot explain fully right now, perhaps in time once we trust each other more. For now, I have enough energy to change myself into a magic weapon for you, and then bring back a couple of your companions. How do I know I can trust you? Why would I expend so much energy bringing you back to life when you were already dead? Do not be so foolish. You don't have to trust me implicitly, but neither do I really trust you. Unfortunately, you're all I have to work with, and I'm all you have left. Now, are you ready for a weapon? What kind of weapon? Well, I'd always rather fancied myself as an elaborate sword of some kind, but given the urgency of the situation, I'm willing to compromise. The form is entirely up to you. Obviously, if you aren't partial to swords, I can become a weapon you are more accustomed to using. What kind of weapon do you prefer? I like blades. Specialty? Rapier. Getting fancy, are we? Alright, what kind? Thrust, parry, slash, stab. We shall dazzle them with our quick blocks and vicious strikes. Very well. I shall assume that form for you. Are you happy with your choice? Yes. Good. Then let's carry on. Are there any other questions before I tell you what you must do next? What do I do now? You will have to kill or drive off the rats that have been gathering here. I can sense them digesting the flesh of your companions. Once you've killed them, we will speak again. Remember, you were becoming quite powerful before your untimely death, but you were dead so long I had to steal from your life to bring you back. If you want to regain that power, you must get to the keep quickly. But scavenge some clothes while you're here. It simply won't do to have people spy their future leader running about in his undergarments. A bad first impression, to be sure. The magic weapon. So, after experiencing a painful and humiliating death, I was raised by a strange magical force. The force spoke to me and transformed itself into a magic weapon. The weapon told me that my companions are also dead, and that I must choose 2 of them to bring back to life to accompany me. The masked man who we have been pursuing appears to have been killed by the same blast that I was, and his forces have scattered, at least for now. If I am to regain my power and purge the region of his followers once and for all, I must do so from the safety of the keep. I will need my companions' help if I am to succeed. Alright, so let's see what I do have. This magic rapier. Mysterious magic weapon that saved your life and appeared on your body. Besides using it in combat, the weapon has a number of different abilities, some of which you may not have discovered yet. It's a rapier. Attack bonus +2. How many charges do you have? 31 charges and 3 charges per use of resurrection. Well, that's interesting. Okay, and right now I have shredded clothes. And I have nothing else, huh? Makes sense, I suppose. Rats. Oh. Okay.
Feel the energy that comes with the kill. You are an expert at this, remember? Death is one of your many callings, one you excel at.
You are disconcerted by how at home the voice is becoming in your mind.
Like a reflex, the instinct comes naturally to you. Remember. Now, I shall raise the spirits of your dead companions, but for each one I save, one must be sacrificed. You must speak to them and decide whom you will take and whom you will banish.
But how do I choose? That is up to you. Choose ones that complement your abilities and make up for your weaknesses. Choose whomever you like the best. Pick them at random. Your choice. But you must make the decisions, and you must tell those whom you are condemning about your choice. There is much to learn when one has power over life and death. You may speak to them all first before making a choice, but do try to hurry. It is not a safe night to spend outside the keep's walls. What if I don't want anyone? You will need all the help you can get. For now, take them with you. You can always leave them behind once you're within the safety of the keep. However, you might find you learn more and discover with friends to assist you and watch your back. Still, that choice is yours, as is this. 2 must die, that 2 may live. What happens to the ones I banish? Their souls shall be bartered to Mistress Death in exchange for the lives of those who remain. Life and death hold many mysteries, and there is much to be learned from them. I know he's not going to choose for me. Well, I can't say I know, but I'm sure. Very well, I am ready. Good. The spirits of your companions can be found where their corpses lay. Speak to them, and remember what I said about scavenging some clothing. Your companions may be ill-equipped, so I recommend finding some weapons before we proceed. Alright, so, first off, it does look like I am leveled up. I didn't notice that until after I started fighting. So, I do kind of want to start in on wizard levels immediately. And I don't really plan on casting much in combat, so I think I'm gonna want spellcraft over any concentration. Generalist is fine. Oh. Okay, I get to pick 5. Certainly mage armor. Magic missile is gonna be a staple. Shield, why not? I already have a magic weapon. Endure elements. Color spray is something that at least still has an effect even at higher levels, so let's take those. As far as these, I'm a fan of the Panther. Go ahead, pick cantrips. I don't care too much. Ray Frost, Acid Splash, Electric Bolt, whatnot. And pick 2, huh? Endure elements in mage armor, as generally speaking. It might be... Actually, in the beginning, it might have... no, a single magic missile isn't going to do much, so... those 2. Put my... Summon Familiar there. Rest. That's a 24-hour spell, so I'll just go ahead and cast it, but I don't think I'm going to need mage armor quite yet. Dead Orcish Warrior. Shredded Clothes, Sound Burst. Let's see. This is going to be healing stuff. This is going to be scrolls to use. I don't really need a dagger myself, but maybe one of my companions will. Spirit of Kabbalist. Ah, the spirits.